transparency and accountability. Why is it so important to be transparent and accountable in AI? Anybody can give me an answer? Why is it important to be clear? Okay, to be clear. Okay. Anybody else? One more before I move on? Okay. In the interest of time, let me move on. AI decision making can often look like a black box. The algorithm makes a decision, but we don't know how it reached that decision. For AI to be trusted and used effectively in project management, there needs to be transparency about how these AI tools used for project management are making decisions. So you need to dig a bit how it is making those decisions. Project managers should understand the algorithm being used and ensure AI-generated decisions are explainable, auditable, and relatable. That doesn't mean you have to learn how to, you need to know the coding and everything for AI. I didn't mean that. But at least you should know how it's making that decision. Now let's move on to accountability. This ties directly into the issue of accountability. If an AI tool makes a mistake, who is responsible? Is it the project management, the data scientist, or the organization who deployed it? Who is responsible? Give me an answer. If the AI tool makes a mistake, who is responsible? Is it the project manager? Is it the data scientist or the organization? We. What do you mean by we, ma'am? I give you three. So is it the project manager, the data scientist, or the organization? I would say all. I would say all three. Accountability structures need to be in place to ensure there is always a clear point of responsibility for AI decision, especially when they impact key project outcomes or people's livelihood. As a data scientist, you input a data set which is obsolete or which was muddled. So it was not a proper data set. AI just, what it does, it just uses the data, makes it, manipulates it, makes it, and gives you the information you are asking for. So you can't blame the AI tool for that. That's why you have to be very, very careful on this. Let's move on to the third point. Societal impact and changing roles. How does that impact the role of project managers? As AI continues to take over more tasks in project management, there's also a societal impact to consider. How will this change the role of project managers? While AI can handle many routine tasks, it's unlikely to replace the need for human leadership and decision making. AI doesn't have the brains. It just tells you what prompt you put in, it works for that prompt. However, project managers will need to adapt by developing new skills, such as overseeing AI-driven process, understanding data analytics, and ensuring ethical AI use. In essence, AI will shift the role of the project manager from merely a task executor to a more strategic oversight focused position. It's no more that you are the office boy or the messenger running around to get things done. It will be more like, okay, you make this decision because you got this data and you're trying to get the project on track. So finally, it's important to consider the regulatory landscape. AI system relies on a lot of data, and this raises concern about privacy and data protection, which I mentioned earlier, like GDPR and also PDPA. So now here, project managers need to ensure the AI tool they are using are compliant with these regulations to protect their organization from legal risks and to also maintain trust with the stakeholders. So to wrap up, AI in project management offers exciting possibilities, but it also requires us to approach it with caution and care. Bias, transparency, and accountability are key ethical changes that we need to address as we integrate AI into our project workflow. Okay. Now, let's recap. We started with AI in project management. Excuse me. Then we move on to how we can apply AI in project management in 3 different domains: predictive analytics, automation of tasks, and data-driven decision-making. We move to the benefits and challenges, and lastly, we talked about the ethical consideration. Now, this is only a 1-hour masterclass, so there's very limited things I can cover. But if you're really, really interested in this topic, please drop a mail to our Guarantor Academy, and we will see how we can run the classes for you. Now, I'd like to end today's session with a quote. Some people call this artificial intelligence, but the reality is this technology will enhance us. So instead of artificial intelligence, I think we'll augment our intelligence. This is by Ginny Rometty. Now, these words capture the essence of how AI will truly serve project management. AI will not replace human intuition or creativity. It will not replace your leadership. Instead, it enhances, transforming project managers into more insightful, proactive leaders. In project management, AI serves as an augmentation tool by handling data-heavy tasks, predictive risks, and automating repetitive activities. This allows project managers to focus on strategy and high-value decisions. Okay, and now I'm moving on to Q&A time. If you have any questions, I will answer now. No questions? Everybody's impressed with the AI with project management? I'm so sorry, I'm not well, so pardon me if I was a bit slow. Okay. Right, so it seems there's no questions. Let me double check. What is recommended AI software project management? It depends how big is your organization, Mr. or Miss, I don't know, Moscow. If you're a small organization, you can start with Trello. Trello is, I would say, it's a Kanban style model project management tool, and their free plan is good. But let's say you're a very big organization who have the budget, you can go for Jira or Asana. So it depends on your company strength, budget, and what it's looking for. I hope I answered your question. Okay. All right, so I don't see any questions coming in. Again, thank you so much for your time, because time is the most precious currency in this world. So thank you so much for giving your time. I hope it was informational, it was useful, and I would like to see you in the future masterclasses. Thank you. Yes, so over to my admins.
Thank you so much, Ms. Mariam Begum, for an incredible session on AI in project management. The way you made complex AI concepts feel accessible and relevant to our work was truly remarkable. You know, it's not every day we get such practical insights we can start using right away. And to everyone who joined us today, Thank you for taking the time to be here and engage with us. Before we wrap up, please take a moment to fill out the Google form we have shared in the Zoom chat box for certificate generation and attendance. Miss Mariam, your time and expertise mean so much to us, and I'm excited to see how we all bring these powerful tools and ideas to life in our projects. Thank you so much, and have a good evening.
Thank you again, everyone.